Can I see some hands? Who lived outside of your home country for, let's say, 1 year? Okay, a lot of hands. What about 3 years? Keep your hands up, please. 3 years, okay. What about 5 years? What about 20 years?
10 years?
20, we have one. Excellent.
10 years.
10 years. Was it 10 years?
8 years.
8 years. Excellent. We have international community here. So tonight I'm going to tell you about my wife, Dinja van Houten, who is living outside of her home country for 22 years. And that is actually part of an important fact that the features and characteristics that I will be telling about her to you. She was born in 1973 in North Holland, very typical to a Dutch family, second daughter. Hairs like white, very white. As you may know from the Dutch culture, I would say, they are a do-it-yourself nation. Whatever you do it yourself, you learn to do yourself, you learn to be independent. So I saw many pictures, and I know my wife for now many years, that she does everything herself. That's really important. And she was a little bit tiny when she was young, so people were thinking that she was not as old as she actually is. So she developed a little bit of a shyness in those years. So, as I say, they all play their own instruments, and they have a family orchestra time to time. Then, some years later, she met me.
We know that story.
And yes, you need that story because in my CC number 4, I told you about how I met my wife. So you can go back and have a look. So that was how we looked like at that time. You see, I'm nearly the same.
Much more cute.
And we were like this, you know. We were always like this. So in the first years, we were in Turkey and we were really young. We were going to parties or so. And at that years, Dinja tried for serious jobs. She was fired 3-4 times and then got back another job all the time. But she's also whimsical. Whimsical is like you want to try everything at the same time. You don't stop and then you try different things. On those years, I remember she went to flamenco class and she's a good flamenco dancer. She went to photography and she did carpentry, different things. Then due to our life conditions, we moved to Germany. And then we have 2 babies. While she's really taking care of our babies, she did also several different work. One of them was silk painting. So that little thing actually takes somewhere like 2 to 3 hours. All the design belongs to the person. It's really precise art, I would say. And this is just a hobby. I mean, she's not selling or anything, but she likes doing these things, and she likes taking new courses and then just applies it in life. One of the things is that really she jumps from things to things. And in Germany, she went to a course that really touched her heart. That was felting. As you may know, felting is done with hot water and soap moved throughout the wool for a long time, and you can give shape to this material. And that's very natural material, and it can have a lot of different usages. And in Germany, she went to this course and she really enjoyed. So when we are back to Turkey, 2006 and 7, so we decided, or not we decided, but she decided that she will go deep in felt, so-called business. It never was a business, but she liked that. So some examples on that I have. There are many applications. She gave seminars to ladies, Saturday, all-day workshops. And I have one example that is, for example, design and the work and the time spent on this is enormous. I would say this takes about also 3-4 hours to do. And there are different design elements, I would say. So some other examples on the felting business. So this is with silk and felt together. And this was a good product that people really wanted to buy. What happened was, after 3 years, she got an offer because we had a blog. And Inkılap Publishing House wanted to print a book. And a Dutch lady in Turkey wrote a Turkish book about a Turkish craft originated from Turkmenistan or mid-Asia. That was also always very, very amazing to me. This was really showing her strength in that sense. And this is, let's say, if a felting course is 5 levels, this book is easily covering 4 levels out of it. There are examples and a nice book. She did a lot of work with children. These are our kids when they were 4 and 2. And these young ladies were, for example, from Darüşşafaka. She was there for a guest instructor for felting classes. So I had 2 challenges with Dinya about all this journey. One is income or money. She hates to relate what she does with money. So she doesn't care basically. So it was me that is concerned or trying to do something about it. Not so successful so far, but I'm really working on it. And the second one was about focusing, because as I said, she is whimsical, so she wants to jump from activity to activity. So my job was really trying to get her focused. Interesting enough, after 6 years of felting, we found out that she is allergic to the wool. Amazing, yes. So she had to stop felting, but then some life circumstances, our daughter is doing gymnastics, so there was another topic that she can jump to and she can focus. And that is called leotards. And these are this kind of things that young girls are wearing. And actually the material is raw from here, but Dinya makes the design, the painting, and the stones and everything, full cover. And such a thing takes at least 3 to 4 days. It's a lot of handwork. But this actually take out, I would say, the power out of her, that she could use the design skills and precision and handwork. There are a lot of examples as well. So in the end, I'm really, really lucky. Why? Because I cannot draw a stickman to the drawing board. So I'm so bad at it. And I'm maybe saying this is maybe the balance of the universe, that I'm with an artistic lady like this and sharing my life. So color your life as well. Use your skills for such activities. Thank you.